Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Best Day Ever podcast. Today, I need to tell you all about Anchor by Spotify. If you didn't know already, here on the Best Day Ever podcast, I am all about sharing the lives and passions and stories of others. And maybe you're someone who has always had a passion or interest about starting a podcast of your very own. And I'm going to tell you right now the easiest way to make a podcast. Anchor by Spotify has tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. When hosting on Anchor, you can distribute your podcast on listening platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and more. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. For me, using Anchor by Spotify was the most easiest tool to get my podcast out there without any struggle. And best of all, Anchor is totally free. Right now, I encourage you to download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started right now. That's Anchor, ANCHOR.FM to get started on your very own podcast right now. Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Best Day Ever podcast. In case you didn't know, today is the best day ever because it's the only day you've got. Yesterday's gone and we're not guaranteed tomorrow, so today is literally the best day ever. I know it's been a minute. It's been like maybe 2 months almost at this point since I've done my last episode, but hear me out. Life has been very busy. I graduated from Westchester University. Woo!
Yeah.
And I've been moving. I've been prepping for an upcoming trip, which I cannot wait to tell you guys all about it further in another episode about what God is doing in my life. But before we even get to any of that, maybe we'll talk about that in the next episode. Anyway, right now, I am so excited to welcome on two amazing guests. Their names are Sophia and Ella. You guys can say hi.
Hey. Yeah.
All right, your full names.
So it's technically my full name is Sophia Rebecca Michael Rakowski Worley Fortin.
Wow, amazing.
Mine is just Ella Reese Augustine or Ella Augustine.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
So cool. And I'm sure you guys have maybe caught on at this point. This might be like episode 8 or 9.
Buttons.
I think you guys maybe have caught on at this point. Whenever I do an episode, I always do the story of how we met. And honestly, I can't even remember the exact. I think it was at the Campaigners that I met you guys.
It was.
Do either of you guys have any recollection?
I remember it. Were we outside? It was at a
Was that
campfire.
Yeah.
Yes, it was at the campfire, and you just came over. Or were we inside?
I think we were inside.
Okay.
And then you came up to us and introduced yourself. And I don't know, we kind of just clicked from there.
Yeah.
We just started talking. I don't know.
Yeah,
That's
and
all I
then-
really remember.
I do
And then I remember there was a campfire, and
Yeah.
then you came up and asked for our numbers, and we took a picture. For the
Yes.
thing.
Oh, I remember. That's actually my current contact. I still have your guys'
Yeah,
contacts
same.
as that night. Oh my gosh, that is so great. And since you two are here, I would love for the people listening to learn about how you guys met. Because honestly, just as an outsider, when I look at you guys' friendship, I'm like, it is just so beautiful. The fact that you guys are, I don't know, you guys truly know what it means to just be sisters. You guys are just real with each other. And you guys just, I don't know, you guys just have a really cool friendship. And I feel like it just flows. When people are around you, I just feel comfortable just to be myself. You guys both just have a really cool aura. I just I don't know, people just feel free to be them.
Yeah.
So okay, but I'd love to hear how did you guys meet? And then I guess how did you guys become friends?
Okay, so you start.
Okay, well, we've always grown up with each other, so my mom's best friend is her aunt, her biological aunt.
Okay, but your mom's best friend is her aunt.
Yes, so we kind of share an aunt in the same way, but I'm not related to her.
Yeah.
And so we would go on trips to it's a beach in North Carolina, and
No, I was just gonna hold it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And we've just gone on beach trips together, and I would hang out with her sisters more than her.
Oh my god.
And then 7th grade came in a cooking and sewing class, FCS, that we had. And I don't know, we would like mess around with this one kid.
Yeah.
And then ever since then, we just like started hanging out.
And then now we hang out like every single day, walk to each other's houses. Like we're always together now.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So.
That is so fun. And then, what do you guys feel like? Like, what is it about your friendship specifically that you guys both individually you can speak on? I guess that you just like appreciate. Like, what are you like grateful for about this friendship?
Oh.
We communicate very well.
Yeah.
I feel like Ella's like the one person I can really open up to.
Yeah, like we know everything about each other, like
Yeah.
stuff that we've never told anyone.
Wow.
And we've actually never gotten into a fight.
Yeah.
There was one time that it was like almost a fight, but
But we were
talked.
like, yeah, we
We
talked
talked.
through it, and we were like, I don't know, we hung out the next day.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it
That's
wasn't
so
like,
great.
Yeah.
That is so cool. And
oh,
that was like a violent bark. I don't even. It almost sounds like a rooster bark. That is so cool. And I feel like, what is it that that like allows you guys to be in that place, like in a friendship where you're like, I can trust this person? Because I feel like a lot of people want that. Like people want to be vulnerable. They want to have friends that they can just like open up and talk to. But a lot of people just like can't get over that step to like trusting that person is going to be there. So do you think it comes out of like getting to know each other that like allows you to be like able to open up, or do you think it's like from yourself, like how like coming from within to be like, I'm gonna trust this person, like do you think it's like
question.
you know what I mean?
yeah.
I don't really know. Like with Ella, like it was so different. Like she's like a friend that I've never had before.
Yeah.
Like the second that we started like talking and hanging out, we just clicked like instantly.
Aw.
It was so different. Like
I
I've
love
never
that.
had a friendship like that. So I don't even like I don't know.
And I'm a very open person and
Yeah.
like willing to listen to people. I love to just like talk to people about stuff like
Yeah.
that. And I feel like I can be helpful. That sounded really like over like
No,
like
not at
about
all.
myself, but like
No, not at all.
I do like to like be there for people.
Yeah.
And
That's
I don't
great.
know. I feel like that's just why we're just like
It just
very
works.
open people to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't care. Like we're the least judgmental people.
Yeah.
So, like, so
For real.
I don't know.
No, I love that. And I feel like me, it's like I'm literally 6 years older than you guys, and I feel like I am learning. Because the reason why I asked that is because I think for me growing up, I like struggled to trust my friends. Like I think I like struggled to trust that like they were like genuine and that they wanted to be there for me. And it was like hard for me just within like my own life, I think, to like, open up to people. And so it honestly wasn't until like the last couple years that I realized like I never really had true friendships because I never told them anything. Like I never told them about when I was struggling. They had no idea like when like things were hard for me, like with my family. Like I just never thought to like just talk about those things. And so it was honestly like a really, I don't know, just like a lot of like different events that I realized that the only way to have true friendships is when like you're willing to like open up and be real and be like, hey, like my life is actually not perfect and like this is what I'm struggling with. And then that's like where the other friend then feels comfortable, I feel like, to be like, oh like, yeah, like, actually I'm struggling with this too. And I'm like that, like those are like real friends. Like you're just like I don't know, just open up to. And like yeah, so that's like really cool.
I think like also our past friendship that we've had, it was like a very like we had no friends when we met each other, so it was like a new beginning.
Yeah.
And we learned
Like a
from,
redemption.
Like, like learned from what we've done.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
No, for sure.
And also, we met at like a good time because my friends, they were going down like downhill after I stopped being friends with them, and I really don't know like about hers, but it was so good that we met because like I definitely know God was the one that brought us
Truly,
together.
yeah, God's timing.
Because I helped her. I helped her get saved.
Wow.
Yeah,
It was
because I was
crazy.
not saved before we were friends.
No way.
Yeah, and I was like, and she always talked about Jesus to me. And I mean, I've like grown up in a house with like Christians and stuff, but oh no, she just helped me get saved. I can't.
Yeah.
I remember the night so well.
No
me
way.
too. Yeah.
Wait,
Well, I
would you
remember you
guys
calling me.
would you guys be willing to share
Yeah,
a little bit
sure.
of that?
Well, it was like around Christmas time. I remember sitting in my bed, and I was talking to Ella, and I was just like, oh no, I just wanted to get saved. I was like, okay. At the time, I was so scared that Jesus was gonna come back. We were convinced.
Oh my
Yeah.
We
god.
were so convinced. So I was like, I cannot like not be saved when Jesus comes back. Like that's not gonna work for me. Like I need to be saved. And I was like, but at the exact same time, like, you can't just, like, be saved. Like, that's not really how it works. So then, but, like, I kind of just felt ready. And so there was this, like, card that I found in my drawer. And I had to have gotten it, like, a year or two, like, before.
Okay.
And so I found it in my drawer, and it said, like, say this prayer for when, like, you want to get saved.
Oh, did you even realize, like, that's what it was?
No, I just thought it was, like a regular prayer, like, whatever.
No
but, like,
way.
And it was, like, specifically say it, like, when you get saved. So I was like, okay, it's time. So then I went into my bathroom. I sat on the floor. I prayed. And then I prayed that prayer, and then I can't describe it. It was just so much joy that was brought to me. It was awesome.
And you, like, see colors brighter.
Yeah, it's just, like, I can't even describe it. Like, you're so happy.
Yeah.
Wow, that is amazing. Mm-hmm. Wait, so when you said you found that card, did you come across it, or was it in the back of your mind, like, oh, there's a card I never looked at? Like, when you thought to grab it, like the salvation
I was
prayer.
like, okay, wait. I remember, so, like, I got the card when we went to thrifting in Lancaster. I don't know if you remember that.
You went thrifting and got...
and it was, it was like it was like a little cross that you had to build, and it was a card in the bag, and I was like, okay, so there was, like, this, I remember this girl, like, gave us this cross that was, like, that you had to build together and had a card in it, and I was like, where is that? Like, I want to know. And it was at the bottom of my drawer, and I pulled it out, and it said, like, this is the card that you need to read when you get saved.
That is weird that you kept that.
Wow.
I still have my cross, but I didn't keep the card.
I kept the card.
Oh my God.
So that's even more to the story that I knew.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's, like, God definitely gave us that for a reason.
And I always think it's so crazy, like, when things come to your mind. Like, it's like there's, like, things you don't think about. Mm-hmm. And then the fact that, like, it comes to your mind, like, the fact that, like, that was the thought that popped up.
Yep.
To go in, like, that moment,
like,
at that
if
time.
you didn't buy that cross, I don't know what...
No, she gave it to us for free.
Yeah, but if she didn't...
Yeah, if she didn't... Because I don't think we were going to go into that one store, and then we were like, oh my gosh, this looks so cute. Let's go into this.
Yeah.
And then on the way out, she was like, oh, take a cross.
Whoa.
Yeah, I remember that day so well. we went thrifting and then got ice cream afterwards.
Yeah.
That's so fun. Wow, that is so cool.
Yeah.
And so then you got saved.
Yep.
And what do you feel like were some of, like, the biggest things, like, changes that you felt like you had to make, or that maybe even opportunities you feel like were starting to be presented to you? Did you have any experiences like that after you got saved?
I personally, like, I kind of, like, at the time, I was, like, I didn't have any style. I didn't know, like, what I wanted to be. I didn't know, like, who I was. But, like, after I got saved is when, like, I slowly started becoming, like, more and more of, like, me.
Yeah.
And I noticed that. And then I just kind of, like, became confident, like, in who I am through God.
So cool.
And now I'm such a different person than I was, like, 2 years ago.
And can I just note, you guys, like, they are literally only going into sophomore year of high school, and I swear they're just like, they carry so much wisdom and just truth. It's amazing. Wow, that's so cool, because I feel like when you put your identity, it's like, once your identity is not just in the fact that, like, oh, like, I'm saved, like, I'm a Christian. When your identity truly comes from the fact that, like, I'm a child of God, that's where you find yourself.
Yeah.
Because that's what happened to me. Like, so I got saved 2019, and I remember still feeling, like, lost after being saved, because I'm like, who am I in Christ? Like, I just kept asking myself, like, that just, like, continued to be a prayer. I just kept asking myself, like, who am I in Christ? It was like, I know that, like, this is my community now. I know these are, like, the things that, like, I want to do. Like, these are things I don't want to be a part of anymore. But it's like, who am I? And then that, like, COVID was, like, a huge time for me. Like, so much was revealed. Like, I feel like who I was before COVID and who I am now after. It's like, I know who I am. I'm a child of God. Everything about me is who I'm meant to be. It's like, I am loved, I'm seen, I'm heard. Like, there's nothing more I have to do. And it was like this comforting feeling of, like, I can walk into a room and no one can like me, or I can walk into a room and, like, everyone likes me. But it's like, nothing makes me feel better or worse, because, like, I'm just constantly full. Like, I was trying to explain it to my brother, like, it's like, I feel like just having, like, a firm foundation and loving who you are, like, allows you to be most yourself instead of constantly acting based off the people you're around, which don't get me wrong, like, that's like a hard spot to constantly be in. Like, it's natural to like be somewhere with new people and like kind of like mending to like how they are, but it's just like remembering that like how people respond to you, how people treat you isn't a reflection of who you are. It's honestly more a reflection of who they are. But yeah, that's like a whole thing. But and then what about you? When were you saved?
Okay, I don't remember the exact date, which is so sad to me. But I remember I remember it was like right after school closed down, and it was like
Oh,
so like right after COVID.
Yeah, like March
Wow.
or April. And I was scrolling on TikTok, and like my whole entire feed was Christian stuff. And like I grew up Catholic.
Okay.
And so like I've always been interested in like that stuff.
Yeah.
And like Jesus, and so like I just saw stuff on my page all the time, and I don't know what happened to me, but I wanted a Bible. And so it was crazy because when I wanted one, my aunt and uncle dropped off a Bible with my name on it.
When you wanted one?
Dirty, come here.
Wait, that's insane.
And sorry.
This dog wants all the cuddles.
Do you want me to bring her inside really fast while you guys are talking?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so
your aunt and uncle, right when you were wanting a Bible, they dropped off a Bible.
Yes, and they brought one to me, and I started reading off of that. And well, I did have one before, and it wasn't that good. It was there's a bee right now.
Guys, we're sitting outside in their backyard. There's a lot of events.
And Sophie can't get the dog inside.
Maybe Sophie's okay.
There we go.
Okay.
And yeah, it wasn't that good. And then I got that Bible, and I really started reading everything.
Wow. And you
like,
just like knew what to start opening up to and reading?
Yeah, they were like
That's
saying
amazing.
the TikToks were saying like Matthew, like the Gospels.
Wow.
That's what it's called.
Yeah.
I blanked out for a second. And then I think I got saved in my mom's room, and I was listening to Oceans, and I was like, because I learned about worship music and like stuff like that.
Wow.
Because we didn't do that in Catholic church.
Yeah.
So I was very new to this. And then, I don't know, I remember crying, and then I got saved. And like ever since then, everything was just... Okay, wait. So I got saved, and everything, like, it seems the same. It seemed the same. I was a little bit happier, but it was still, like, the same to me.
Yeah.
And then there was this one night I was talking to my friend, and I was just telling her about, like, what has been changed in me. Like, I was just a much happier person.
Yeah.
And then, I've never experienced this in my life. It is crazy. I was in the bathroom, and I was just talking to her on FaceTime, and I was like, oh my gosh, hold on 1 second. Like, something weird is happening. It sounds so fake. But I don't know what that was. But,
Jesus again. Maybe is your dad home, maybe?
Probably.
Okay.
But... Or it's the dog. But, so I was in the bathroom, and then all of a sudden, like, this huge wave of just, like, thickness. It literally felt like I could push the air up with my hands. Like, I could feel it. It literally crashed on me so hard. This sounds so fake, but I fell to the ground, and I was, like, overwhelmed with joy, and it was the crazy, like, I felt, like, tingly, and, like, I actually felt, like, love, like,
no way.
for the first time, and I knew immediately it was Jesus, and after that, like, the colors were brighter. I stepped outside, and I was like, everything is so amazing, and it was just, like, crazy.
Oh, my God.
That I had experienced that, and then I remember the night before, or I was going to my dad's house, and I was just listening to worship music, and I remember just being so happy.
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah.
Whoa. Okay, wait. So you almost, like, you felt like a weight was on you, but would you feel like that weight was, like, the weight of, like...
God. It
Okay.
was, like, I'm literally feeling it now, like, talking about it. It was, like, the most love I've ever felt in my life.
God.
It was crazy.
Like, really wrapped up overwhelmed with his love.
Yeah,
that
he
is
really,
so
like,
cool.
I can't even, I just don't know.
Like, it's like he just, like, surrounded you.
Yes.
Whoa.
And it's super heavy when it comes on you. Like, I literally was laying on the bathroom floor. I was like, what is going on? And then my friend was on the phone, and I was like, hold on, bro. Like, something is happening.
Oh, my God.
It was crazy. Oh, forgot to tell you why that happened. Sorry, this is probably, like, taking forever to talk about.
No, this is so good.
Before that, I, like, was crying every day because I didn't feel filled. I felt like there was a hole in me. I was like, what? Like, I don't know. I just didn't feel... I was reading my Bible, and I still didn't feel, like, God's love or anything like that. Like, that doesn't make sense, but I just didn't feel like God was there.
Yeah.
And so I was like, God, can you just, like, I was literally in the front, like, room, like, right by the door of my old house, and I was just standing there, and I was like, God, like, what's going on? And I had this little, like, what is it called? Like, devotion book.
Yeah.
And I opened it, like, after literally February, and it was, like, May by now.
Okay.
And I opened it, and it said, like, empty spot. And I read it, and it was, like...
Like, for that day?
Yes. Well, it said February 28th, and I opened it up in April, and I was just like...
Whoa.
I was just like, let me just see what this is.
Yeah.
And I opened it up, and it said empty spot, and I read it, and I was like, oh my gosh, what the heck? Like, as soon as I read that title, I was like, what?
Insane.
And so then it said, fulfill yourself with God, and I was like, that's literally what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Like, I read my Bible every day, and I'm telling you, when I read it, like, every time I wasn't doing something. I just opened it. It was, like, it was a little much. But, and then, I forget exactly what it said, but I remember it saying, like, fulfill your heart with God, and, like, tell others or something like that. And so then, that next night, I told her, and that empty spot was filled.
Whoa.
That's what filled my empty spot, and it was his, like, love. Yeah.
Like, his love, like, made you full, and it's, like, it's so cool that as you're literally talking about him, like, it's like your life, like, in that moment, it's like you're, like, sharing about him, and it's cool that, like, that was the moment that his, like, love came upon you, like, as your words are speaking about him. Like, it's like you're telling others. That's insane.
It's crazy.
That was, like, crazy.
Yeah.
And it just goes to show, it's like, you're literally, like, there's no such thing as, like, on time, on track, or anything. It's like, you were meant to hear, like read those words. Yeah. Like, on that day in April or May or whatever it was. Like, that is so cool. That is, like, such a cool, like, story, and it's, like, a testament, because something that I loved, I heard this other day, it was, like, people might, like, come at, like, the words of the Bible and, like, question it, because it's, like, people are going to be, like, people are just, like, want to know, like, they want to, like, believe it for themselves. They're going to ask questions, like, is this true or whatever. But it's, like, no one can say anything about your testimony. Like, no one can come at you for what you've experienced, like, on your own. Like, that is your story. Like, no one can, like, take away from you. So it's, like, almost like your testimony is, like, the greatest, like, it is the greatest witness to, like, to share, like, with other people, because that is, like, what you've experienced. That is so cool. Wow. Yeah. Thank you guys for sharing. That is so cool. Before we move on to the next fun topic I had, what's something that maybe there's, like, someone listening in who is, like, maybe your age right now, and maybe they, like, literally were, like, scrolling on TikTok and they're hearing about this Jesus guy, or maybe, like, they have, like, friends and who are, like, in faith, just whoever those people are. Maybe there's someone who literally right now you're learning about Jesus for the first time. Like, what's something that you would say to them to just, like, encourage them to, like, step into maybe this new journey, or, like, to encourage them to, like, ask more questions? Like, what would you say to them to, like, maybe just lean into who this Jesus guy is?
I would say... Oh, wait, do you go first? Okay. I would say definitely surround yourself with people that, like, have, like, the same, like, I don't know, just agree with you in that matter, because then, like, they'll encourage you too, and it's really helpful when you have people to encourage you as well. Yeah, so definitely surround yourself with people that, like, also believe in Jesus.
I mean, that helped her get saved.
Mm-hmm.
Doing that. I would also say, like, you can go like run to God when you are broken. You do not have to you don't even have to know anything about him to run to him. If you are looking for something that just to if you're in a really dark place or whatever, even if you're happy, you can run to him. You don't need to be perfect in any way.
True.
That's what he's there for, to help you.
Yep.
And he's gonna put you in trials and errors and stuff, but you just gotta trust in him. And it's definitely hard at first, but it is so worth it. I've never felt more happier. And when I got saved, it was just, life was so much better after that. And I met so many amazing people and so many, it just opens your eyes. But
it does.
You do not have to, it's not anything scary.
Yep.
And it's amazing. And some of the stuff is hard to believe what Christians say, but you don't know until you experience it.
Yeah.
And, so.
It's God is willing. God is willing, and God's already there with you right now in this moment. Just ask him to make himself known. He will. Okay. But yeah, that's so cool. It's so encouraging. I would just say to whoever's listening in right now, I just believe that you're hearing these words for a reason. And I know for a fact that you were born for a greater purpose than what you are even capable of thinking about right now. And I truly believe it, based off my experience, the biggest, the most fulfilling plans, dreams that have crossed my path in life, I've always truly been no other way to explain how things are happening but through God. If that makes sense. It's the things I'm able to experience, I would not be here without the Lord moving in my life. I feel everything that happens is just straight evidence of him, and he truly just gave my life purpose and meaning, which is something I was always looking for. I wanted to stand out and be different, and I realized that's how God literally made us unique. We're not all meant to be anyone but ourselves.
Yeah.
And there's just so much more for you than you even know. And I promise, do not hesitate if you're feeling called to step into a relationship with Jesus, because he will just do crazy things with your life.
And if you're scared of what other people will think of you, if you're somebody who's in school and just or even out of school, whatever it is, just feel people will judge you, or your friends will not be friends with you anymore, then there's definitely a reason for that. Because you will find so many more new people who actually love you for who you are and accept you. And I've lost a lot of friends after becoming Christian, not just because I was Christian, just because I kind of just had my eye opened about things. And I met so many more great people and people who I actually feel loved by. So do not be scared of that, because you will meet many more new people, and it's amazing. So
that's the truth. Wow. Okay. Well, now we're shifting gears. I just had a couple fun questions to ask you guys.
Okay.
So these gals are big travel girls. Sophia, literally, her family owns a school bus that they travel around in. So I just wanted to ask you guys what...
God.
The car's going by.
It's so loud.
That is loud.
What is that?
Okay, so I wanted to ask you guys what place has been your favorite place you've ever traveled to, and why?
Okay, well, mine's pretty simple. Mine's definitely Ocracoke Island. I go there every year, and I don't know, I just love it so much. It feels like another home to me, and I always go there with my family, and it's the beach, and I'm such a beach girl. I love that so much.
I love it.
Yeah. I haven't been to many places. I've definitely been a lot around the East Coast, but so far I'm going on many more trips. At the end of July, I have I'm going out west for a while, but right now, Colorado has been amazing, like the Rocky Mountains. But I would say that and Ocracoke.
Aww.
You can't mess with Ocracoke. It's
Yeah.
it's like a mini Hawaii.
Yeah, it's awesome.
but it's
No
so
way.
tiny.
My favorite place ever.
I need to
The
go.
population is like 1,000, I think.
Yeah, it's so fun,
It's
but
awesome.
Wow.
so far Colorado has been really
Yeah.
cool.
And it's Ocracoke.
Yeah.
You're gonna I feel like some people are gonna be Googling that right now. And then you're gonna see like a whole wave of like tourists. That's so
Probably.
funny. Wait, so Ocracoke, it's an island, right?
Yep,
And where is it?
It's in North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And don't you have a relative that lives down there, or?
I have friends that live down there.
Okay.
And we met them last year.
Wow.
Yep.
Oh. Oh my gosh, the dog. She's so cute. That's amazing. Okay, and then what are your big plans, like dream travel destination?
Oh, I know.
Oh, yeah, we
Hawaii.
both probably, yeah,
Yeah,
Hawaii.
definitely
Hawaii.
Hawaii. That's like my dream
I'm so jealous of
place.
your sister right now in Hawaii.
I know. It's funny, like, you guys could literally go do what she's doing. She's working in the kitchen for 7 weeks on YWAM campus. Actually, no, she's doing the mailroom. There's like different jobs. You can be like in the kitchen, the mailroom. It's for 7 weeks. It's for food and housing, $600, and
Oh
your
my
flight.
gosh. I would totally
Seriously,
do that.
We need to do that. Okay, wait, I actually might need that information.
Sophia and I have been talking, and her sisters have been talking about like moving to Hawaii and just being like
I just want
hippies.
Yes.
And I just want to like, oh my gosh, no, it's not embarrassing, but
No,
I want
it's
to be
so
an
good.
influencer so bad.
I hear you.
And I would love to make that my job and then
Yeah.
just live in Hawaii. Like,
I want
I
to
wish.
be there so bad because
Sign me up. If you guys make plans to go, I'll literally save
Yes,
my money.
anyone's welcome. Like, the more the merrier.
yeah, we can get a nice house.
Yeah,
Like,
and also like the more people that you can rent like an Airbnb with, like the less it costs for like,
Exactly.
for you. So it's just
or
nice.
just like a house.
And then, like, we
Yeah.
can just go around on the beach and just, like, mess around.
Yeah.
Just, like, post fun vlogs.
Yeah,
I
I
love it. That's like a dream
It is.
of mine.
Like, that is just the way to do life. Like, to be an influencer and
Yep.
just travel. I'm like, that is the life.
I would love it. It's such a dream.
yeah, I want to be able to eat like all the fresh fruit and surf and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. My gosh.
So.
Wow. That's amazing. Now I'm
Yeah.
just sitting here thinking about Hawaii.
How about you? Where's like your dream place to travel?
A dream place to travel. I think when I think about that, I just picture like a big green rolling hill like this. Like I really just want to see like Switzerland.
Oh my
or-
gosh, I
Yeah.
want to go
Yeah.
there. I think I was talking to you about that the first time we ever met.
Yes.
I wanted to go to Water.
Yeah.
I don't know how to
telling-
pronounce.
Yeah. No, I know what
Oh,
you're talking
You're
about.
right here.
I would love to go there.
Yeah.
too.
I just
That's
like
a
I just
good
want to
place.
see like that scenery. You just see pictures of like the big green rolling hills.
Yes.
But I don't know. And like yeah. I just
love
wanna
green
like
hills.
see that. Like, I wanna see like the mountains in Switzerland. But I also I really want to get back to Hawaii. Like there is literally
Love it.
nothing like Hawaii. Like it's
Yeah.
just you're like, how is this place? Like how is this real? Like you're like how like you would think you're like in a movie, like a made
Yeah.
up scene. Like it's just like
I would do anything to go
Me
to
too.
Hawaii.
it's insane. But yeah, I don't know. I think maybe just like I don't know. I feel like I'm less about I feel like tourist attractions and I just like seeing like natural like places.
Yeah,
Like,
I agree.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like take me anywhere where there's like water
Yeah.
Yep.
and green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's mountains at Hawaii, so
True.
it's like a
Yeah.
win-win.
Yeah, like Hawaii is just like the place to be. I just wish it wasn't so expensive.
Yeah,
it's very
exactly.
expensive.
But it's like then you can live like very minimally.
Yeah,
And like
exactly.
you have like your healthy girl eats. Like
I will live in a box.
Yeah,
same.
I'll
It's
literally
like
live
to
in
be
like
in
a little
Hawaii.
shack. Yeah, seriously, because like there you're not even like need like you just need a bed. You just need a
Yeah,
place
you're
to
not
sleep.
even inside most of the time.
Exactly.
It seems like at least.
Exactly. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna happen. Like
It
you guys
will.
you guys are definitely going. I just see it.
Yeah.
Okay, and then another question that I had was, hold on, I have to think about it. Oh yeah, okay. Like for just like this upcoming year, like what are just like big overall like goals that you have for yourself, or something that like you really wanna see happen this year, or
Okay. Well, I have a couple.
Me too.
So I definitely.
wait, really quick. I'm asking this because I would love to just like obviously like support you guys on this, and then whoever's listening, you guys individually can like go hop on like their social media and like keep up with updates on everything that they're gonna do. Because guys, I'm telling you, they are big dreamers. God has huge plans for them. Like they are just living out so many. Like I just see you guys are like trying, like truly living out. I feel like so many different passions that God puts on your heart.
Yeah.
And it's only gonna just continue evolving. So I can't wait to see what happens. But anyway.
Okay, so one of them, I love plants so much, and I love like herbal healing, and I really want to learn more about like natural medicines and remedies and plants. So that's a goal for me this year, is to just become more educated on that. And I want to have, like, in my kitchen, I was talking to my dad, this is a weird goal, but in my kitchen, I want to have, like, instead of, like, a medicine cabinet, like, herbs, just all herbs for medicine.
Whoa.
So I think we're going to do that.
When you say herbs, would it be, like the plants, or,
yeah,
like, the
literally
oils?
could be cilantro.
And,
Oh my
gosh.
Dried cilantro and oregano, and you can use it as, like, medicine.
Oh my gosh.
So that's one of my plans.
Yeah.
And then, or goals. And then I definitely want to get closer to God, and I want to, I need a job.
Yeah.
My goals aren't like very motivating for other people, but
no,
it's
those
just
are
something
good.
I want to, and I also want to become like, I'm already an independent person, but I want to be able to, I don't know how to explain.
Just like continue to develop that independence.
Yeah,
and yeah, that makes sense.
Stuff like that, and just,
yeah,
I don't know.
That's great.
I have like a lot of goals that I can't think of. I definitely want to become closer to God, because right now I'm just at the like bottom of the hill right now. I need to like go back up.
But it's cool because God's still right there with you at the bottom of the hill. Like, yeah. It doesn't even matter like how you feel. Like He's still the same. Like He is the same. But I know what you mean. It's just like sometimes you're just in a season that feels like this.
Where you try to go on your own, it doesn't necessarily work out, but don't try to do that, because it doesn't work.
It doesn't.
And it's hard to get out of, too, because you're like, oh, well, let me just try one other thing, and then it just...
Yeah.
It doesn't really work out in the end.
It's true.
When you go back to God, like you open your Bible for the first time, we're talking about this today, you're like, why don't I read this more?
I know, right? Because like you like immediately you just like feel better like when His word just sinks in. You're like, wow, this is so great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I have right now. I can't really think of more. I definitely have
those are so good.
Yeah.
I definitely, that's something actually I want to learn more about. It's just like natural healing, and just more about like essential oils and like stuff that like we're already provided naturally.
Yeah,
that's really good. I love that. All right, what about you, Soph?
Okay, so one, I also want to get closer to God. Like, I'm definitely in a rough patch right now, so that's my like main thing that I want to do. But I also really want to get a job and like save up for like my own car and like traveling and all that kind of stuff. And then
vlogging too for me.
Yeah, vlogging and vlogging. I think I'm gonna ask for like a camera for my birthday so I can start, and I'm gonna save up for like a laptop so I can edit and everything.
Amazing.
And then I really want to learn more about the ocean, because like I've never been like a huge college girl, but lately I've been really wanting to go to college for marine biology.
Ooh.
So I want to learn more about the ocean and kind of just like,
that's so cool.
I don't know, try and get a head start a little bit if I can.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Just learn more about all that. So those are like my main things that I want to focus on right now.
I love that.
Yeah,
those are all so great, and it's cool because it's like we really do have like access to like everything that we do need like right now. So it's interesting to like find topics like that, because who knows, it's like that could open up your doors to like a random summer opportunity, like just like random like there's just so many ways to like network and like learn about things that you're like genuinely interested in and get like hands-on experience.
Yeah.
So that is really, really cool.
Yeah.
And yeah, guys, watch out. We got new like bloggers coming.
Yeah.
Make sure you subscribe.
We already have the account created.
Yeah, we have like one together, and then I think we want to start some privately too, but we have like a channel that we want to do together.
No way.
I definitely want to do one together first to get like a feel for it.
Like feels. Yep.
And so we can help each other, and then like once that we feel comfortable, maybe move on to our own.
That's
channel,
so cool.
So.
Guys, I wish that right now, I would literally have you guys put up a video right now. Like, I literally would.
I would.
Like, we could literally, I could just, like, literally right now record an intro for you guys. Because you guys can just upload it right from your phone. You guys just, do you have your YouTube account already made?
We do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because you guys could just make like a 1 minute spiel just to have a video up. And it doesn't even be perfect or anything.
Exactly.
We can talk about this after the pod.
Yeah.
But no, that's so cool. And it is like, because something else I just love about videography is you're just documenting your life.
Yeah.
Like, it's like just like your life, and you just get to like remember the moments and the random conversations and side jokes, and like you watch back on old vlogs, and like it gives you memories and that like you forget about.
Yes, and it could literally be 5 minutes. It could just be a montage of your day, and people will still watch that. Which don't you watch a YouTuber that does that?
Lexi Odago?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I love Lexi Odago.
I know who she is.
So cool. And she also, I think she is officially back in Florida. I love that, like, I'm talking about her as if I know her. But I think she just moved back to Florida. And but her life is still like I think I forget how like nice Florida is. Like how it's still like a very tropical place, because like in my head I'm like, oh, Hawaii, you gotta go there. But there's still so many places just around like literally the United States. I mean, Hawaii is in the United States, but it's a lot cheaper than to fly to Hawaii just to like, I don't know, see naturally tropical places. Don't mind the sirens in the background.
They're coming for us.
Wow, this has already been 40 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, it's 4:55. We probably gotta get you home soon. But okay, if you guys wanna drop in any plugs of your social media, I'd love to like shout you guys out.
Mine is eaugie0, and it's spelled EAUGIE, and then just a 0.
Cool.
So.
On Instagram, mine is just Sophia Worley. The last name is WORLEY, and it's all lowercase. And then on TikTok, it's just soph.worley with 2 Y's at the end.
There we go.
So.
You guys heard it here first. Stay tuned for all the big things you guys are gonna do in their life. I think this is it. Do you guys have any thoughts that you guys like to add?
I don't know. I love podcasts. I actually have one of my own.
Oh yeah.
It's called Table Talks, and I don't really use it anymore, just because like I haven't really thought of anything to talk about, and I just like I don't really have time for it right now.
Yeah, but still,
you
could be worth the follow.
You can go check out the 2 that I made. One is literally me talking about how I want to be a mom when I'm older, like a plant mom.
Oh,
like a wait, what did I say? An oil mom. That's what I said. Essential oil mom.
That's amazing.
And then the second one is actually with Sophia. So
Table
Talks
cool.
_ something like that.
Tune in, you guys. This was so great, and I love. By the way, like, this was not planned. We were hanging out, and I was like, guys, what if we just go record a podcast? So here we are. But this was so amazing, and I always love like how these conversations they just go like so much. They just like naturally just end up so much better than whatever you try and plan. Like I had random questions back in my mind, but everything you guys just shared, I'm like, this is so amazing.
Yeah.
This is so great. All right, guys. Well, I can't wait to get this uploaded and get the Best Day Ever podcast rolling again. But all right, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I'll catch you guys on the next episode. Bye.